Good morning! For our meeting number 6, the integrating factor by exact equation. So, for the discussion, for the integrating factor by exact equation is the preliminary topic to integrating factor. So, maraming klaseng integrating factor, guys. I think we have 5 integrating factor here. Ano? So, una na yung exact equation. The rest shall deal with the concept of integrating factor. So, there are DE whose methods in the previous discussion will not apply. Ano ba yung mga previous discussion natin? Ang dami na, no? So, that is by variable separable, homogeneous, and then that is a linear equation in two unknowns, ano? So, hindi daw pwedeng mga gamitin yon tulad ng mga example 1, 2, 3. Notice that the equations are not homogeneous and the variables are not separable. At saka hindi siya linear equation into unknowns. So, the next method for solving DE, which we call exact. So, the above given equations are now solvable. So, first, itetest muna natin kung exact nga, no? So, ano ba yung test for exactness of an equation? If the standard form of the DE, M, X, Y, and N in terms of X and Y are continuous functions and have continuous first partial derivative. So, ang symbol nung parang A, no, that is partial, ano? Partial derivative. Then a necessary and sufficient condition that the DE mdx plus ndy is equal to 0 to be exact is that they are equal. The partial derivative of m with respect to y must be equal to the partial derivative of n with respect to x. Now, for example, let's have quantity 2xy plus x dx plus quantity x squared plus y dy is equal to 0. So, yung m is yung left term, ano? So, for 2xy, 2xy plus x, so the partial derivative of m with respect to y, that is 2x, and then times 1. Ano ang derivative nung 2xy? So, 2x, ano? And then, yung derivative ng y is 1. So, that's in terms of y, ano? Kaya 2x. And then, for n is x squared plus y, yung nasa right term, the partial derivative of n with respect to x. So, that is 2x. So, pag pares na 2x, therefore, it is exact. In example 2, 3x squared y squared dx plus quantity 2x cubed y plus 4y cubed dy is equal to 0. So, for m, yung nasa left term na 3x squared y squared. So, the partial derivative of m with respect to y. So, for y, ano, ang derivative natin, kinokopya lang natin yung x. Kinopya yung 3x squared. And then, ano, derivative ng y squared, that is 2y. Kaya, 3 times 2 is 6. And then, 6x squared times y. For n, 2x cubed y plus 4y cubed. The partial derivative of n with respect to x. So, yung x lang, ano, that is 6x squared. And then, copy the y. For 4y cubed, wala siyang x, kaya iya ay 0. So, exact. For 6x squared y. For number 3, x plus sine y dx plus x cosine y minus 2y dy is equal to 0. M is x plus sine y. The partial derivative of m with respect to y. So, yung y lang, ano, yung x wala yon. Kaya, ang derivative ng sine y ay cosine y. And then, for n is equal to x cosine y minus 2y. The partial derivative of n with respect to x is 1, yung para sa x at saka cosine y, copy. Yung minus 2y, wala naman siyang x, kaya hindi kinuha ang derivative. So, cosine y, hence exact. For example, 4, under last example for test for exactness. So, of course, pag binigay sa atin yung equation, itest muna kung exact. At sa quiz natin, hindi ko naman kayo bibigyan ng hindi exact. For x plus y dx plus x minus y dy is equal to 0. For m is x plus y. So, the partial derivative of m with respect to y, yung x ay hindi kinuhang derivative, yung y lang. Ano derivative ng y? 1. And then, for x minus y, for n, the partial derivative of n with respect to x is equal to 1. Dahil yung derivative lang ng x ang kinuha, hindi na yung y. So, in terms of pure, no, for left and right. So, example tayo. Before we proceed to our first example, we have several steps here, 1, 2, 3, no? For the solution, steps for finding the solution of exact equation. So let the function of, in terms of x and y plus py is equal to c be the solution of exact DE. Number 1, set the partial derivative of the function with respect to x is equal to m, or the derivative of the function is equal to integral of m dx plus py, where py is the constant of integration. And then obtain the partial derivative of n with respect to y, that is equal to n, or the integral of the function of the derivative of the function is equal to the integral of n dy gives py, and py is the derivative of p with respect to dy, or the integral of db is equal to integral of function of y dy in terms of pure y and c. Now substitute 1 to the given the integral of m dx plus py is equal to c to obtain the required solution. So here for example number 1, no? So na-test na natin kung ito ay exact. So ito ay exact. So for number 1, we have given 2xy plus x dx. So number 1, yung steps natin, ano? For letter A, steps. Okay, 1 na lang, ganyan. The integral of m dx plus py is equal to df. Yan ang ating general form. So, the integral of df, kumaga ito, i-integrate natin, is equal to the integral of 2xy plus x and then dx. So, plus py. Okay? So, we have the function is equal to, pag in-integrate mo na, siyempre yung sagot na, that is 2x square over 2, then copy y plus x square over 2, and then plus py. Paano nangyari yon? Okay, sa simula lang naman mahirap yan eh. So, i-derivative mo in terms of dx. Yung x lang ang in-integrate mo. I-integrate mo in terms of x. Yung x lang ang in-integrate mo. Kaya 2x square over 2, copy y, plus ito ay x square over 2, plus py. And then for step 2, what is py? Okay? Py is equal to the integral of n dy. Okay? And that is equal to the integral of y dy. In terms of pure y, nc lang. Natatandaan niyo yung sabi doon sa step 2. So, yung integral ng x square hindi natin kinukuha kasi in terms of dy. Eh sir, ano silbi nun? Wala na kasi dapat nga exact sila. Kaya nga tinetest natin in terms of exact. And then py is equal to y square over 2 plus c. Okay? So we have now is equal to or y square. No, kasi yung constant natin ay sa kanan. So isa-substitute natin, step 3, substitute 2. Okay? We have now ano unang sagot natin? Here, ano? Lagi dyan. X square y plus x square over 2 plus what is py? Y square over 2 is equal to c. Now, multiply this by 2. So, I have here 2x square y plus x square plus y square is equal to c. No need for multiplying c into 2. Why? Kasi because 2c and c are also a constant. So that is for our example number 1. Number 2 example. Okay? So for steps 1, we have the given integral of m dx plus py is equal to the integral of the derivative of the function. And then the integral of the derivative of the function is equal to the integral of m is 3x square y square and then dx plus py. And then that is equal to, so 3x is x cubed over 3. and then copy y square, and then plus py. Now for step 2, we have py is equal to the integral of n dy in terms of pure y. So that is the integral of 4y cubed is equal to 4y to the fourth over 4, and that is y to the fourth. So now substitute. So we have now is equal to our solution. The integral of the derivative of the function is, we have x cube y square plus py, no? Ito yon. Okay? Plus py is y to the fourth, then plus c. So therefore, this is our final answer for number 2. Guys, not plus c, ha? That is equal to c. Anyway, plus c or negative c or positive c, that is also constant. For example number 2. Example number 3 and 4. So number 3, quantity x plus sin y dx plus quantity x cosine y minus 2y dy is equal to 0. So we have 3 steps. Ano? Step 1, the integral of the given function. So that is equal to the integral of m x plus sin y, or the first term in left side, dx, and then plus the right side is py. Py is equal to n. That is equal to 0. So we have here x squared over 2 plus x sin y. Why? Kasi ang integral nito, di ba, ay x squared over 2. Walang duda yun. Dito, in terms of x, kokopyahin mo lang yung y, tapos 1 yan, dx. Ano ba ang integral ng dx? That is x. Okay? For step 2, we have the py is equal to, obtain py in terms of pure y to the right side. So x cosine y is eliminated, or hindi papansinin, or hindi isusulat. So that is the integral of negative 2y dy is equal to negative 2y square over 2, or that is equal to negative y square. And then 3 substitute. Saan natin isa-substitute? Dito. Okay? Dito. So we have x square over 2 plus x sin y plus py is minus y square is equal to c. Or multiply by 2, that is x square plus 2x sin y minus 2y square is equal to c. So this is our solution in problem number 3. Number 4, step 1, the integral of the derivative of the function is equal to the integral of m x plus y dx, and then plus py n to the right side. So equals x square over 2 for x, and then plus xy for y. So parang ganon, di ba? Sumulpot na lang yung x, and then copy dy, and then plus py. So step 2, obtain py. Py is equal to the integral of negative y dy in terms of pure y only. So yung x wala. Is equal to negative y square over 2. And then for step 3, substitute all. We have x square over 2 plus xy plus py is minus y square over 2 is equal to c. Or multiply this whole by 2, we have x square plus 2xy minus y square is equal to c. So not 2c, ha? Kasi yung constant pag multiply mo sa 2 is... For example number 5, 6x plus y squared dx plus y multiply by 2x minus 3y dy is equal to 0. So hindi natin to na-test for exactness, ano? So pagka ganyan, i-write muna natin as 6x plus y square and then dx plus 2xy minus 3y square and then dy is equal to 0. So, minultiply ko muna yung y sa lahat ng terms. And then, test for exactness. Yun muna ang dapat kasi yung nauna natin example 1 to 4 ay na-test na natin, ano? So, the partial derivative of m with respect to y is equal to 2y. So, ito, ano derivative nun? No? In terms of y, 2y. And then, the partial derivative of n with respect to x is equal to, so, ang partial derivative parang 2 ay 2y. Okay? 2, okay. 2 times 1 and then y. Okay, bakit ganon? Ito walang x yan. So, bali wala yan. Ito may x. Ano ba ang derivative ng x? 1. Kaya 2 times 1 times y is equal to 2y. So, therefore, they are equal. And then now, apply the 3 steps. Ano yung step 1? So, the integral of the derivative of the function is equal to the integral of the m is 6x plus y squared in terms of dx plus py. And then, equals to the integral of 6x plus y squared is equal to 6x squared over 2 and then plus xy squared. Okay? And then plus py. So, this is equal to 3x squared plus xy squared plus py. Next, for step 2. Step 2, obtain py. Py is equal to the integral of negative 3y squared and then dy is equal to, so pure y only, negative 3y cubed over 3 and that is equal to negative y cubed. And then step 3, substitute. We substitute here. So 3x squared plus xy squared minus y cubed for py, that is equal to c. So this is our final answer for example number 5. Example number 6. 2xy minus 3x squared dx plus x squared plus y dy is equal to 0. So test for exactness. So that is the first thing to do. We have the partial derivative of m with respect to y is equal to, so y, ito, no? Kasi wala naman tong y. So 2x. Dahil ang derivative ng y ay 1. So no need to write 1. And then the partial derivative of n with respect to x is equal to 2x. Kitang-kita. Derivative of x squared is 2x. Walang x. Kaya, hindi na. So, apply now the 3 steps. Step 1, the integral of the derivative of the function is equal to the integral of the first term. M is 2xy minus 3x squared and then dx and then plus py is equal to 0. So, equals to, we have 2x squared over 2, then copy y minus 3x cubed over 3. And then plus py is equal to x squared y minus x cubed plus py. And then for step 2 is obtain py. Py is equal to the integral of the second term in terms of pure y. That is y dy is equal to y squared over 2. So then substitute. Step 1 is x squared y minus x cubed plus py is y squared over 2 is equal to c. Multiply by 2 is 2x squared y minus 2x cubed plus y squared is equal to c. For number 6. Example number 7. X minus 2y dx. So, rewrite natin. X minus 2y dx. Nakakita ng multiplication. 2y minus 2x and then dy is equal to 0. So, test for exactness. we have the partial derivative of m with respect to y is equal to negative 2. And then the partial derivative of n with respect to x is equal to negative 2. So therefore exact. And for step 1, the integral of the derivative of the function is the integral of the first term, that is x minus 2y dx plus py for the second term is equal to 0. And that is equal to x squared over 2 minus 2xy plus py. Now for step 2, obtain py. Py is equal to the integral of pure y in the second term is the integral of 2y is equal to 2y squared over 2 is equal to y squared. And then for step 3, substitute to step 1. So in step 1, we have x squared over 2 minus 2xy, and then plus py is y squared is equal to c. And then times 2 is x squared minus 4xy plus 2y squared is equal to c. That is for example number 7. That's example number 8. So, test agad. Walang i-multiply. So, the partial derivative of m with respect to y is equal to negative 3. And then the partial derivative of n with respect to x, negative 3. Therefore, exact. Apply now the 3 steps. 1. The integral of the derivative of the function is the integral of the first term, 2x minus 3y dx, and then plus py equals 2 x squared over 2 minus 3xy plus py. Obtain py in step 2. Py, this is the integral of the second term in terms of pure y, is 2y dy is 2y squared over 2 is equal to y squared. And then for step 3, substitute. We have cancel x squared minus 3xy plus py is y squared. That is equal to c. So for last example number 8, that is for our integrating factor by exact equations.